Captain's Log, starring on March 3rd, 2026. Hello, class, and welcome to Talkshow at Night. I am Catalina, and my friend Creation, aka Lucario, here, says hello to you guys since he is here with us. So, welcome to another episode premiere of Talkshow at Night. Before we get into the topic that we're going to discover tonight, we are on a part 2 documentary Upon Connor Meditz. On part 1, we basically managed to reach 2 hours from that, and we found some more information from Connor that we will present to you, class. That is basically information that needs to be said. So, we got some more information from Connor that apparently he was still at freaking, Ben Mazza for fucked up reasons, especially with Cosmic. And all I found out from hearing from this got pretty let's just say it got pretty bad in a lot of fucked up ways to where, I don't know what to say at this point, but oh boy, we got some more beef upon our plates. So, since we just made a little bit of a documentary from that and already covered it, we have some more videos that we would like to present to you guys that were basically red flag material that I will present to you guys in just a second. So give me 1 second. I just want to make sure I have everything I need before we get started. So let me just go from there. So give me 1 second. Just want to make sure everything is all nice and good hands. So that way it's, in a good position. Yes, here we go. Okay, so here we have it. So let me just get to that real fast. Alright, so here we have class, is where we found more info from Connor Meditz, that is. So, apparently, for people that didn't know, Connor Meditz actually made a, freaking SML meme featuring with, I don't know if this is Cosmic or somebody else, and Ben Mazza here. So apparently, Connor wanted to freaking make a meme out of both of them to teach them their own place, to give them a dose of their own medicine. When clearly, 1, that's fucked up, and 2, who do you think you have enough balls to do that? Like, literally, like, who does that? Obviously, like, who? Like, that's just real too much, Connor. And, for someone who has basically made points about you, Connor, yeah, your editing really does look garbage and sucks. So, especially with you supporting the disgusting Adventure Team Cringe community, yeah, no, I don't think so. So, I advise you to not do that, so no. Because making memes is one thing, but making it upon them, no. Hell no. Never do that. So then this is where we get to the real video here, to where it shows the whole information with Connor and stuff. So, like I said, viewer beware. It's gonna contain with SML stuff, so just viewer beware.
Oh, I'm so sorry! I broke your cat piano!
You bitch! Oh!
Oh my god! You hit my sister with a baseball bat! What's wrong with you?
You want some too? Get it!
Yeah, Creation, like I said, Connor made this, and it looks freaking garbage. So, there you have it. So then, with that being said, that was basically from more info we found, but there is more videos that we would like to present that we didn't get the chance to, so we're gonna jump right into it, class. So with that being said, hope you have some, with that, because this is basically what we found out from somebody who was another victim of Ben Mazza, and, well, excuse me, let me phrase that, another victim of Connor Meditz, and we're gonna watch it here as we speak. So, like I said, viewer beware, here we go. And then this is where the whole stuff began over here. You can't ban against spoofs for whatever you complain them to be. And the offensive team talking to me is nothing but a genocide, or even more offensive and disturbing as a Holocaust, since Adolf Hitler actually hated despite his autistic people, Jews or not. OMG, you're way off to make me making fun of people to compare it to the Holocaust. LMFAO. I can see I put autismos in my dungeon and watch them for cheap entertainment. Watching them eat glue for entertainment as AF. As fuck. OMG. That's funny. Made this video for an upcoming Rebel video. Oh dear. Bro is still melting down like get a juice box and get some play some Fortnite. Along with doing some breathing exercise. My goodness. Okay, that's actually funny. That's true. That is actually true. Oh yeah, this is what I found that. Yep, this is where we got that. Oh dear. Meh. Okay, sorry about that, folks. I basically had to take care of a few things, so my apologies. I just had a few error problems, but here we go. Sorry, I just had to figure out where that video was, but here we have it. So I'll get to that in a few seconds. So again, scuff screen from earlier, just technical difficulties earlier, so I apologize. Sorry about that. Alright, with that being said, here we go with the full video. So we're just gonna watch this through, so here we go.
What is normal, man? What do you mean normal, man?
Welcome to a new episode of Internet Locales. Didn't expect I'd be making one of these years later.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
But yet, here we are to go through the fun I had with this Rage Baby, along with a cast of side characters who also had to deal with him and his crippling autism. I'm talking Major Rage Baby, enough rage to rival Jonathan Ross. This bro's crash outs are so legendary that finding a Mew in the wild is considered mundane. If you think crash outs are the only thing he's known for, you be completely and utterly wrong. He also threatened to kill and rape someone due to them making fun of him, comparing me making fun of people to the Holocaust, along with calling me an ableist. Thanks, Connor, for confirming that I'm more able-bodied than you. No fricking shit. Bitching at Toucan Sam for telling him his apology is ass, along with bitching because he is shitting on Ralphie. He gets mad when you criticize him for his work looking like complete slop.
Oh, so basically talking shit about Ralphie, aka the House of Misfits, huh, dude? Really? I think you shut the beep up and start doing something more productive with your life, because again, this review is boop. Really, dude? It's garbage. Cringe. Clingy. Disgusting, dude.
What I'm saying is this guy's villain origin story needs to be studied for future generations. I know what Connor is doing right now at this point in the video.
Stop it, please, I beg you!
But I bend down and I say, fuck no. Yes, laughing at Connor's pain while drinking his liberal tears makes me all bubbly inside. I guess Connor was right about me the entire time. I am a Republican asshole. Doesn't change the fact that Trump is still your daddy, bitch, and accept it. But we all know what's going to happen when he sees this video. He's going to come at me with a rage of 1,000 suns. The reason why I know this is due to the fact that he went after Ben for his video. So it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest if he does the same to me. And I will say I completely and utterly welcome it. Where my interaction started with this guy was on Twitter. I saw this guy crashing out at Ben Maza and decided to involve myself because, one, I like watching morons crash out, and also two, I wanted to see how far I could push him. And let's just say for lack of a better term, I came away extremely happy with the results. And here I am to read off every interaction that I got on Twitter with this guy. Because Ben was a fucking idiot in his video and didn't show the full context of how it started. Fucking useless Ben Maza. Oh, okay, guys, so here we go. Like, so this is basically his Twitter. When I first covered this guy, like how you say it, for the record, I did not know who the fuck this dude was until, like how you say, other people explained it out to me on who this guy is. So let me go through here, if I can find out. So, like, I was watching this whole Twitter interaction with him and Ben. So I said, like, bro is still melting down. Like, get a juice box and play some Fortnite along with doing some breathing exercises. My goodness.
Not gonna lie, that's actually pretty funny by hearing that. Like, dude, I mean, that's a fact. I mean, that's exactly what Connor needs to do. He needs to fucking do that.
So, and Ben's like, I know, right? So, this dude, like how you say it, so Ben says this about the guy, and he's just, as you can see here, he is just fucking crashing out on Ben. And like how you say, he goes like, you are so mean and heartless. Like, yes, Ben is mean, duh. And hypocritical and cynical, like, what? Like, oh my god, like this.
Cynical, that's a new one for me. I'll do research on that, but yeah, but just seeing all of this right here. Oh, and good point there, Creation. Creation says here, I know he's basically muted because he doesn't have a mic, but he does say here that apparently Connor is acting like a low-cal baby troll that doesn't want to get any bitches. Well, you're not wrong, but even though this guy had to deal with him way back then, but yeah, but I can see where you're talking from. Let me phrase that. Sorry, I totally get where you're coming from, Creation. So you're not wrong. It's a good point.
This dude, like, he just says nothing but fucking nonsense here. Fucking hell. So. And he goes like, then all you can do is just eat my shorts. And this is just where it starts. Like, this is the mother load, kids. So I said, first off, The Simpsons dropped off when I was 12. Next, you're going after him based on him saying your apology was garbage. Ben is a rando on the internet. Why do you care this much?
Yeah, Ben is just a random dude on the internet who just makes some content just for fun. But then when Connor was in the picture, yeah, shit got real bad, real bad. And then this part where I got really pissed off on, harassing and mocking those who used to, like, whose Avenger bears is no excuse for wrong behavior. Correction, Connor. I used to be a part of that too, remember that. And I say this because I know how it took me, and it took me to a real deep rabbit hole. So, yeah, your words don't mean shit, Connor. It never does. Creation says, your words mean nothing to us here because your words mean nothing to us and it's not worth our time. This is what Creation said to you, Connor. So yeah, you fucked yourself over, dude. You fucked yourself over.
And I said this knowing that he's going to flip out. So he goes like, well, I'm sorry, but you and him had the same piss poor attitude of arrogant Republican man-children for thinking that mentally challenged people are disgraceful for humanity. Harassing and mocking those who use like Pooh Adventures videos is no excuse for rotten behavior. And I will say there is actually one thing he got about, right about me. Yes, I will admit it. I am conservative. I am a Republican. Moved over there quite recently, but yeah, like the rest of this stuff here, like you for thinking mentally challenged people are disgraceful for humanity, harassing and mocking those who you like. Here's the thing. I did not harass you, man. All I said was, first off, The Simpsons dropped up. Like, how is this? How is that harassment? My fucking lord! Like this little bro, man. So he goes like, and another thing, you claim that everyone in the Adventure Teen community is pedophiles for shipping themselves with fictional characters when really it's just harmless role play, and yet you claim that you have the right to do so and deserve to get pwned. Okay, bro, I do not give two flying fucks about the Adventure Team community.
Same here, dude. I don't give a rat's ass of what happens to the Adventure Team community. I just despise it completely, and Creation here also can confirm that I hate it. Because I've seen it, it's disgusting, and I was groomed by somebody as I covered it on episode 1 about it. Yes, everything I talked about was all true, and the Adventure Team community will rot and burn to the ground. And I want it to burn. For all the characters that were a part of that Adventure Team community content that deserve better, they all deserve fucking better. Because I used to make content like that, but not as much anymore, especially with my guy members content that I'll be working on a different platform besides YouTube. Yeah, that's gonna be shaking things up a bit because I have some stories that I would like to present to some people that like my guy members' stories on a different turn. So that's gonna be on a different case, but not here. So yeah. Like, if you people were interested to see my guy member stories, then let me know, and I'll be glad to vouch you in. But for now, I only give it to people that wish to see my guy members for fun. So with that being said, I don't give it out for free. So, case closed. So yeah, anyway, back to this. Anyway,
You all can shove bicycle pumps up each other's asses for all I fucking care. I don't give a fuck. As long as you are doing, like I say, as long as you're all consenting adults, all parties are okay in it, I don't give a flying fuck. As long as you're not destroying people's property, breaking the law in any way, shape, or form, go for it, have fun, shove that bicycle pump so far up your fucking ass and hit the pumper. Like, I do not care, man. So he goes like, dude, you campaign against spoofers and whatever you complain them to be. And the Adventure Team community is nothing but a genocide, and even more offensive and disturbing as the Holocaust since Adolf Hitler, since hates and despises autistic people, Jews, and that. So the funniest part to this statement is a lot of people took credence with him just on this part on its own. There was a couple people that quote tweeted him and were like, wow, really, dude? So this is the context Ben is missing in his video of what started the entire interaction with me and Connor. So I said, oh my God, you are way off. To think me making fun of people is compared to the Holocaust, laughing my ass off. You see, I put autismos in my dungeon and use them for cheap entertainment. Watching them eat glue is entertaining as fuck.
damn.
So he goes like, what the fuck? Are you from Texas or something? And this is how you treat autistic or mentally challenged people, for that matter? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Okay, that's actually hilarious. Okay, Creation, I know you find that hilarious, but I mean, yeah, you have the right to say something like that's pretty fucked up, but yet again, the way he uses it, it's funny as hell. But okay, that's actually funny. That I'm not gonna lie, like, come on, Connor, you're just rage baiting because you just want the attention all you want, which clearly you're not gonna get it because you don't know why you have enough balls to basically learn your place, move on, leave the internet, and get a job, and go touch grass, as they keep telling you, Connor. But here's the thing, class, about Connor. Connor doesn't seem to realize about his actions, one way or another, and just to wish, oh, I don't want to be a part of something, when he knows he wants to hide the truth behind closed doors, knowing that he got caught, and he just wants to pretend like it never exists. When clearly, I know how it goes, and I've seen other people use it, and I still get pretty fucking offended when they do. And they don't take shit seriously. So if they insist, then I will assist them to get some answers out of them. But again, I'm not going after them for it. It's their choice. Their loss. But anyways, carry on with this, so back to the video.
Oh, Connor, there's a lot of things wrong with me that you don't fucking realize. Little bro is pissed. Oh, I pissed him off with that one. I had a couple zingers in the chamber. So I said, what's right with me is the short answer. Plus, autismal lives don't matter. You end up living in mommy's basement for the rest of your days. So what I'm doing is sort of a service.
Damn. Ouch.
Oh, fucking Christ. Like, and he just goes like, is this really what you support? Say it, you coward. I dare you to say it. And he tries to use the ableism thing against me, which, for the record, I have ADHD, Connor. So
I do have ADHD and autism as well.
I had to include this. I'm sorry. Like, she goes, like, I love when my hubby Rebel goes full ableist on me. He puts his foot on my back and calls me a full retard and says I suck at cooking.
Wow. Okay, that's actually funny right there. That's funny. Good job, Raven. That's funny.
Fucking God. Like, this got me a chuckle, too. So, not you trying to badly bait Rebel into saying it, oh my God, then why are you criticizing us of all, like, he had this whole bullshit interaction with Cosmic, so I took him up on his bait, and I said, yes, I'm more able-bodied than you. I'm glad we can come to this conclusion, friend. If you want me to say it, come on into a Discord VC with me and say it. And I basically gave him my username. This right here, I'm going to save this little snippet here. If you thought that's the last I would ever see of him, you don't know how much of an angry little rage autismo that this bro is. This dude waited an entire month before coming at me on Discord, because if you look at the screen caps that I read off earlier, yes, I gave him my Discord to come at me with because I knew full well that he crashes out on Discord as well. So I decided, you know what, let's see if I can get him to crash out at me. And yes, I decided to flip that coin. So fast forward a literal month later, this bro adds me on Discord, and I said, bro, why are you calling me? Because to be fair, guys, I actually forgot who he was for a split moment. And he goes like, because you're going to be in so much trouble if you all just stop up and leave alone. I said, what have I done to you? And he goes like, you threatened to beat me up for being a spoofer and part of the Adventure Team community.
Okay, yeah, come on, Connor. You're making yourself look like a fucking joke. Come on. Even if I had your Discord username right now, Connor, I would probably ban you from all the servers that I'm in. And I am not afraid to do that. Like, if anybody has any Discord username info about you, then I will gladly do that and put you out of your place. And I'm not afraid to. So, watch it, buddy. Watch it.
Which, as you guys saw from the screenshots earlier, when on God's green fucking earth did I say that? And he goes like, I said, citation needed, evidence required. So he provides it over, like he provides over all the fucking shots of me messing with him. I said, I don't see anything saying I would beat you up. You started crashing out at me for making a joke. Are you saying that I have no right to say this stuff because I'm not human? Is that it? And like, you see, he's just trying to put words in my mouth. I said, no, it's your right to say something along with me having the right to laugh at your crash out. I am a loser, is that? I said, you know what? Yes. And what he was trying to do is he was trying to get me into a Discord VC with him. This utter embarrassment of a fucking human being tried to get me into a Discord call with him. And I know why he was trying to do it. Like, in a way, he was trying to record me in there to try to make me look terrible. And it blew up in his face because, one, recording, like, how do you say, a Discord call on a phone is actually a bitch, to be honest. And his equipment was not working. So that's why the call between me and him never happened.
Wow. So it seems like Connor decided to play all victim coy there, huh? Well then, Connor. So you're basically going after somebody who did something that they think that making fun of your autism, air quote, is something that you're valuable with? And then two, the way that you said he harassed you and beat you up, there is no proof provided for that. So here's one thing I wanted to say to you, Connor. Do you really think going at somebody just because they think they're going to beat you up when they said about you supporting the disgusting Adventure Team community is the right thing to fucking do? As what Cosmic said, giving them a dose of their own medicine, when clearly, I get it that people have the rights to call somebody out for several things, but do you think going after them, like harassing them and doing the things that you think is okay, and also raping somebody is okay? Here's one thing, mister. I don't know you too well, but the way that you're acting towards these people that called you out for many reasons because of something that you did on your part, this literally shows that you are a bad influence to the community and yourself. Because unlike somebody who is also too autistic and has ADHD alongside with it, yeah, you just pulled yourself into a real big rabbit hole to make yourself look like a bad influence, Connor. So, this is your doing, mister. So, this is your fault. That's your fault. That's your fault to begin with. So don't say, oh, well, you're saying that because, oh, you're making me look bad. No. Here's a correction here, and I object. I always say this because I know what I gotta say. Because if these people say what your actions are really true, then I believe them. But the way that you're saying it from word to mouth, I don't believe you one fucking bit. And neither does Creation. We both here don't tolerate your fucking behaviors. Creation even said that if you wish to speak up about it, then why don't you just say it to us if you wish to talk with us one way or another, because we're not afraid to talk things out. We're just here to fucking spread awareness for the things that you did. So, yeah. With that being said, yeah, just give me 1 second. I'm just gonna take care of something. Be right back. Okay, sorry about that, class. I basically had to take a little bit of a restroom break, so sorry about that. I decided to take care of first things first. But alright, but anyway, where were we? Oh, yes, we were on to the, why Connor was basically being a douchebag. Right. Okay, so I wanted to point out something from this little topic here of why he says about, what he thinks about the whole, am I a loser, is that, and knowing his place. I did want to point out one thing. Like, if you really think using autism and making people look like a fucking joke is a real problem, then I just say you really have a weird taste of interacting with people to begin with, because I've seen people do that, and it's not a good way to solve it. So, yeah, I just wanted to make this clear, so, yeah. But anyways, I'll carry on with the video, so, anyway, carry on.
Is due to the pure fact of he just, like, he couldn't get his equipment working. Like, I went off into another server to just basically, okay, is my equipment working and shit? Is it me? And lo and behold, it's not me. It's his equipment that's fucking screwing the pooch that day. And I said, well, during this part, if you're wondering, because it cuts off here, I said, you know what? Yes. And he's just, as I said, so it goes on. I said, why did you delete your X account? He goes, like, because I hated being associated with it along with my bad behavior, and yet people who don't give a damn still remember me for it. I will admit I was a little overly sensitive, aggressive, and hypercritical at times. A little? I mean, dude, you said you were going to grape and kill a person.
Yeah, that's not funny.
I don't think a little is the word I would be using to describe this entire situation.
And that, I would have to agree with Spanish Giovanni on this one. Yeah, like, when you say a little, I'm thinking, what do you mean by a little? Like, do you mean it in a little way, or, I don't know, just, I'm not sure how to describe the whole rest, but I'm just speechless to the point that I have nothing good to say at this point, so I'll just state my facts that you're just basically saying it because you got caught. So it's like you're saying you're apologizing for the things that you did when you got caught, when you know you fucked up, and you just say you want to change, when clearly, where is the change in that? Where's the change to provide that? So, here's one thing. If you wish to be forgiven for something that you did, you have to earn their trust back, which would take probably more than a year or so to actually earn all of that back. Because, again, time will tell when they wish to basically be your friend or not. So, again, it takes time. When you go harassing and attacking people for that reason, then that provides another thing. So, yeah, I'd say leave those people be and let them do what they want to do instead of you harassing them. because that's no way to treat them like that. So I want to do that. So yeah, good job, Connor, on your part. Good job.
So so let's keep going here. So he goes like, I will admit I was overly sensitive, aggressive, and hypercritical at times, but what I did was no excuse for my stupidity and rudeness. I am sorry for being a scumbag on here. I'm sorry I ever became a spoofer. I'm not listening to you, and I'm sorry for living a lie on here without positive feedback or energy. Okay, Connor, I was just like, throughout this entire conversation, I was somewhat like I'm sorry, I'm going to blame ADHD for this. My ADHD was just kicking the fuck in. I was like not giving no fucks about this conversation because I was like, whatever, dude. Like, you came in, you started crashing out at me, all because I made fun of you on the internet. Cry me a fucking river, Connor. Cry me a fucking river. And I said, I didn't say that at all. If you want to keep doing videos, who am I to stop you? Okay, then thank you for understanding. I know that it's going to be hard to someone to understand, but I am doing these things to protect myself and others like me from making any more stupid mistakes. And
Here's one thing I want to correct. That was not your first mistake, darling. That was not your fucking first mistake. You made several more mistakes and kept harassing people, bullying people, and these people made fucking memes out of you. Where Creation, on one hand, he's gonna do another one with them. So, I think you basically made more than just one mistake, Connor. You made more than just one. You made more than, I'd say, probably 5, maybe 10 mistakes, all in between. But again, it's not how it seems, but that's what I think, personally. Because again, I don't know most about you, but yet again, these people have gathered evidence upon you, so that's why I made a playlist about you, because you are bad news to begin with. So again, this is not your first mistake, so you fucking lied just then. I just caught you in a lie, Connor. I caught you in a lie. Anyway, I'll carry on before I lash out.
And the funniest part is, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that because if you look at the screenshot in Ben's video, this dude, I think it was like within like a couple days after dealing with me, makes that comment on that guy with the Winnie the Pooh profile picture. So I said, why did it take a month for you to talk to me? Because I was afraid that you were going to treat me like shit again, just like that god-awful Postal Pickles was going to do. And I said, who the fuck is Postal Pickles? Because I know who he is now. At this time, I did not know who the fuck this guy was. I was like, who is this goon? And he goes like, she's actually a female, also named Master Dragon Samurai Revolution. And let's just say that she's being bullying and trying to ruin my reputation and my life in general for 5 years since I was on here. I'm serious. She is that bad of a person. I said, what makes me a good person? Well, what? Say that again. I said, I'm a massive asshole. I didn't really know for sure. All I did was just make an ass out of myself. And I'm glad he came to that conclusion.
Yeah, I don't know who Postal Pickles is, actually. I'll do research of that and see how that is, since this name kind of rings a bell for some reason, but I don't know who they are. But I'll do research about them, so I'll get to that point. But Creation also wants to confirm that apparently, for what they're talking about here, it's just nothing to their plates at their moment, which, I mean, Spanish Giovanni basically did the right thing to make a video upon him as we're watching, which, wow. I'm just glad that he basically did the right thing to basically gather what he needed. Obviously, like, from my point of view, that's pretty massive. So, yeah, but alright then, we're almost done, so let's just carry on, and then we'll call it from here.
Yes, you made a complete ass out of yourself by dealing with me. That, Connor, if you're watching this video and if you don't pick up anything from this, yes, that was the goal. My goal was to piss you off, laugh at you, and making a complete ass out of you. What you did without me barely trying. You're an idiot, Connor. You're a fucking goon. My
I agree. He is a goon. I agree. Facts.
God, man. So I said, he goes like, I really, now for sure, all I did was just make an ass out of myself. I said, congrats on you coming to that conclusion. What's your deal with Ben Mazza? He never answered this question, actually. This is a question he never answered. And basically, yes, I decided to throw up this picture with me saying, make liberals cry again, Trump 2024, because I did this for the sole reason of being a dick. So pretty much after this, Ben made his own video on this goon, which I watched to find out where him and Ben's beef actually started, due to the fact that I know so little about this guy, because all I really did was I just interacted with him on Twitter. I didn't really get into who the fuck he was. I didn't know where this bro came from. All I just saw was him crashing out at Ben, and I just wanted to involve myself just to see what he would do in the case of me. So what I was planning on doing was reacting to it, but to be fair, it wouldn't be that interesting due to the fact that I wouldn't add much to the video. For my whole interactions with Connor, I decided to look up Postal Pickles myself and to see, like, okay, who is this person? What's their deal? And come to find out, yeah, like, they're in the same business as me, that is trolling Connor. And what they also did is they made a complete documentary about him and about all his antics. That's where I got like a good chunk of all the stuff that I had for the beginning of my video. So what I did is I went in and I read this document, but what I'm going to do here is I'm going to knock it down for you guys a little bit and read out the very interesting parts. And if you want to read this document, then I suggest that you go to it in the description down below, because I did link it for you guys to look at. And believe me, you guys are going to come away from it very fucking appalled that this dude is doing this fucking shit. And it's quite funny as well, because he sits here and he calls everyone that he ever interacts with, oh, well, they're ableist. Oh, they're this, they're that, and everything else. And it's really freaking hilarious because the guy is actually worse than the people he calls out. It's honestly fucking hilarious.
Wow.
But let's not get ahead of ourselves here. I'm going to go read that document right now. And as I said, I'm going to bring you guys the best highlighted parts.
Okay, so this is where the basically big documentary info is here. Okay, so it says here, this article contains subjects that are considered offensive and graphic to people with disabilities and myself. It contains hate towards people who have mentally challenged NSFW content such as PDF file mentioning rape and graphic content such as hyperphobia, anti-Semitism, Nazism, racism, and domestic abuse with a relative. Some materials contain duplicates of false attempting. Okay.
So, okay, guys, we are on to the final part of this video. So what we're going to do is we're going to read through this document a little bit. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that fucking fat fuck. Look at this fuck.
Wow.
Like, I just like this. So his name is Connor the Conductor, real name Connor Meditz, was born on February 10th, 2024. So meaning right now, Connor is 21 years old. So this document was made last year. So
Okay, so 2026 minus 2004. So that's like, if I can do my maths correctly, hold on, let me see how like this goes. Hold on. Okay, so apparently I did my maths correctly. So apparently, since it's 2026 and it's 2024 from that, So currently, he is 22 years old, class. I just did research on it. So he's currently 22 years old at this point of view. So that's what I gathered. So just want to make this clear.
He's a YouTuber who's on DeviantArt and YouTube. Like, that one is very self-explanatory. Okay, so he does videos and crossovers or spoofs such as Disney or Universal, etc. He is also a leader of the Adventure Team community, Dream Warriors Clan. Like, this feels like something out of a Freddy Krueger movie. Like, this feels like Nightmare on Elm Street. Really good freaking movie, by the way. So that way. He's considered autistic with the possible Asperger's syndrome. I truly don't care about someone having that. So here's this description of his this was like his YouTube channel. I don't know if this is still up now or what the deal is, but
no, I think his channel is gone if I'm right.
He goes like, "Hello, my name is Condor Stone. I am Bird and Stone, leader of the blah 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 blah, protector of the magical realm, blah 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 blah. The Dreamland, blah 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 blah." Yeah, this is fucking dumb. So basically, it's like him going through a description of who he fucking is. Like, anyone cares. Okay, if he was respectful, he wouldn't have crashed out the way he did at me. Honest, no, that's a fucking lie in itself. And a smart person, I really beg to differ. Like, this is like the John Cena like level, like the hustle, loyalty, and respect bullshit. Like, these are like his 3 fucking commandments, even though it's like he doesn't follow a damn one of these. Like, it's kind of, what the fuck? So, I consider myself a respectful, honest, and smart human. Yeah, you're retarded. Shut up.
Yep, he is.
Fucking loser. Stay gold, Disney. Stay gold. Yeah, too bad Disney's in the crutter right now. Their fucking Snow White movie tanked fucking hard. From everything I've shown you thus far up to this point, he's just a massive piece of fucking shit. Like,
yeah, okay, I'm just gonna skip forward, like, to see if there's any info that I found. So I just want to say this. Okay, so then we come to this part. Okay, I just want to read this real fast. Wow, yeah, that's just fucked up, dude.
this review is bullshit.
The use of words expressing something other than their literal intention. Now that is irony.
This is your last chance to stop being a spoofer and for good and start spreading your autism awareness and knowledge to more proper things. Otherwise, I'm not going to report. I'm not only going to report you and get your channel terminated for good, but also ensure that you will never touch another computer. Whoa, Jesus Christ, fam. Man, he's a little piss baby. Look at this fucking shit. But only when you aren't spoofing at all and for good do you understand. Yikes.
Okay, I think I know this Kevin the King dude somewhere. I don't know much about him, but I kind of slowly talk about him because since I know he's too a part of the Adventure Team community, as far as I know, I don't speak of him as much, so I kind of lost interest with him, sadly enough. So yeah, nothing on my plate about him.
Bro, oh, like this is fucked up, man. Yeah, and this is like as I demonstrated throughout the video, like this dude does this little bit where like he tries to say that he's sorry. Whenever he, like how you say, whenever he gets either A, backlash, or B, gets smacked around, like he has this notion of where he just like you know, puts his hands together, is on his knees begging for forgiveness. Like I will say this, it's kind of funny. This guy's a fucking imbecile. Holy crap.
He is.
Connor can't take criticism. Throughout 2023, Connor has been receiving tons of criticism for his critics/trolls and members of his own online behavior and content on DeviantArt and YouTube, calling them out as mass criminals, psychopaths, and mass murderers. But what's worse is that he posts death threats and sexual harassment to his critics/trolls. This is how he responds to critics and trolls. So take the post down, and Postal Pickles is like, nah. No, you better do it because I'm sick of you harassing me because of what I've done. Look, I understand that I did do some pretty stupid things in the past, but taking these things, shoving them down people's throats, and even manipulating people into thinking I'm the bad guy and letting them harass and bully me is not right. So I'm sorry for that, but you better stop this nonsense and just let me go. Okay, here's the thing, Connor. Shut the fuck up, bitch. That's all I'm going to say to you. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Because you don't like it when people give you a taste of your own fucking medicine.
Yeah, exactly there. So, Spanish had a good point. If you really cannot take the criticism, leave the fucking internet. That's why there's a door for a reason, Connor, and you refuse to go out that door. You refuse to stay. So, with that being said, yeah, you need to shut the fuck up, you coward.
It's not too fucking fun when you're the one receiving it. So, oh, wow. So, share this post and tag users you hate who gets it. Whoa.
Yeah, that's a little too far right there, Connor. Are you serious, dude? Ouch. So you just wish for someone to get ran over by a train. That just seems a little cold-blooded, if you ask me.
What the fuck, man? These people are fucked up. That's it. If I find you posting a damn rant or assault on my work, and yet you continue to treat me like I deserve to die, I'm kind of... Yo, what the fuck is going on?
Damn, dude.
Yeesh. Like, Dylan Wild season, what the fuck is wrong with you? You are harassing a child. What the fuck?
Wow.
Go fuck yourself, you lying butt sniffer. I don't believe you all hate me that much and you want to wish me and my content to death. I'm so fucking... Okay, and this is the thing I will say. I don't want him to stop his content. He's totally and completely free to do it. So I apologize for making you all worried. The reason I wasn't around... Oh, yes, here we go. Oh, boy, yes. This part, I will admit, guys, I did see this before. So I'd like to apologize for making you all worried. The reason I wasn't around yesterday is because I kind of got in trouble for hitting my sister while I was trying to do another post about an issue. But long story short, I was able to make up things with my family and hopefully for good, blah, 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 blah. Also, from now on, I might want to stay clear of anything that either might be offensive or harsh depending on the post or comment I make. So please try to understand and blah, 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 blah. Fuck you and the horse you rode in on. Fuck. So, okay, so let me see what, yeah, I kind of got upset at her even though she was giving me good advice about not being able to, but not always being the internet police when it comes to rants. And let's just say I lost it and hit her with a pillow. Okay, so less painful, but still, she's right, you know. I know you're mentioned, blah, blah, blah. Let me see here. Yeah, you're kind of right. I can't always prevent people from doing bad things, and I'm sorry for the world. So, okay, so let me see here. So sometimes it kind of got into an incident with her for domestically abusing her with a pillow causing her to almost suffocate, to reveal that he's a psychopath. Connor denied several times on Twitter, but the damage was finally done. Connor apologized to his friends about the incident with his sister. His sister had no internet communications to talk, whether it's not she's traumatized by this incident or that his parents were aware of his erratic behavior. Like, I don't, just for a second here, like, if we can pause back here, like, I know on this document I've been sort of more serious about this document than I am this entire video, but this is like this is fucked up. And how are his parents not aware of his erratic behavior?
Yeah.
When you can see it right here, he almost caused his own sister to suffocate.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
Oh yes, this dude right here, this bad crossover and other things of various qualities. Like, this is the dude that he threatened to grape and basically unalive because he made a joke about him.
Damn.
The funniest part to this guy thus far is I keep hearing about these white knights, but yet I have yet to see them appear up on my timeline. Really fun.
Trust me, dude, I know where that's gonna be, so yeah. That's why I usually just cut them off, so yeah. If I could find this link to this documentary, I will probably make another episode premiere with that, to discuss my theories about this, but just hearing all this, holy shit. This is more info on our plates, so hey, thanks for the info. I'll find that link to myself then.
Revealed that he admitted that he hates people with... Whoa, wait a minute. Yo, you scroll up, you blasted thing. You started it since you... Do you just delete my reply? Don't say that. I told you to stop already with your insults. I seriously hate autism or other mental disabilities as well because, again, to me, you sound like a...
Damn, ouch.
Bro, you did just expose yourself.
Yes, you did.
So that's why he hates Ben Mazza so fucking much. What a fucking goon.
Fucker.
Like, if this does not expose him, I don't know what does. That's kind of funny. That's funny. Funny as fuck. But yeah, that is it for this document, and that is it for this episode of Internet Locales. I do hope you all enjoyed the madness that is Connor.
Alright, so with that being said, I think that's pretty much that from that point of view. I don't think there's much to say. I think we'll probably carry on with more of these on another episode, so I think we're going to call this episode here. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for joining our special Talk Show at Night showcase. So we are going to call this episode a wrap here, so thank you guys for tuning in. Creation says to you guys, thank you guys for tuning in, and this has been Lucario, aka Creation, signing off. And this has been Catalina from Talk Show at Night, and thank you guys for tuning in. So, with that being said, I have been Catalina, and I hope to see you guys on the next showcase, so thank you guys for tuning in. So, with that being said, don't be like Connor, and if you see him on the loose, do keep informed if you have to, and spread awareness if you must, because what Connor is doing is really red flag material, and he sure made himself look like a bad joke. So, with that being said, I will end this show here, so... thank you guys for tuning in. So this has been Talk Show at Night. I will see you guys on the next episode premiere of Talk Show at Night. So thanks for tuning in. This has been Talk Show at Night. Farewell, my class, and have a good night. So with that being said, have a good one. Good night, my friends, and have a good one.